Hey guys, welcome back to Guitar Basics. Today we're going to go over some lessons, some tricks that I learned and has helped me along my journey. Today we're going to do some hand exercises. I think that's going to help you more than if you just start doing some chords or if you go into theory. You need to loosen up your fingers, your hand to eye coordination, and also you have to get both your hands coordinated so that way when you press on a note, on a string, you're able to pluck on the corresponding string without having to look down. Okay, so this is going to help you. It helped me a lot. All right, guys, so the first hand exercise that we're going to do is going to consist of your 4 fingers. Place your hand on the neck of the guitar. We don't want to grip it, okay? We're going to have your hand loose and make sure your thumb is behind the neck. You don't want to have your thumb up here, okay, or gripping on the guitar to a certain point where it's going to be uncomfortable for you to move your hand, because you have to move your hand up and down when you play the notes, okay? So this is a simple exercise that I learned that basically helped me, my hands, be able to move individually to each corresponding string. So for example, you can start at the top. You place your hands, you basically place 1 finger on each fret, which is difficult, as you can see, okay? And this is what you need to do. I'm gonna do it slow to see if you guys can basically see it from that angle. Now let's go the opposite way, which is backwards. Now, don't worry if you miss some strings or if they don't sound right. Just continue practicing. It's going to take a while in order to be more precise. And if you like, you can also just do the first string, which is your low E string. You can just practice on that string for a while until you get used to it. So let me show you how you do that. You just keep working it. Okay, just keep plucking away. You can go backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, and as you get better at it, you'll be able to go faster. Okay, now once you get to that point, then you can just travel down. Let's work on the other string, which is your A string. So we started on the E string, and now we're going to go to the A string, just like that, and then go backwards. As you get better and better, you continue going further down. Now we're going to go to the D string. Backwards. Okay, now we're down to the D string, so we can continue traveling down. And by the way, guys, not down, we're going up, because once you go this, the lower part of your fretboard is actually the high and the low is on the top. So when I said down, I was mistaken. It's actually, we're going up high, okay? Let's try that again. Now we're gonna go backwards. Okay, you get the point, right? So basically just continue doing that over and over again until you get used to it. Now, keep in mind that when you press on the string, you also gotta pluck on the corresponding string. So if I press on the E string, I gotta pluck the E string, okay? If I press on the A string, you got to make sure you pluck on the A string. So in order for you to get basically both of your hands coordinated, this is what I usually do, and it helps me. Usually when I'm watching TV or I'm on the computer, I have the guitar on my lap and I just take the pick and you just pluck the strings without looking. Just like that. Just keep doing that without looking. Hours, whatever time you want to do it, for hours, for minutes, practice every day. Because this is going to help you find where the strings are at. Because a lot of the times when I try to find a note, when I'm busy looking at the fretboard and I want to pluck on the string that I'm pressing on the note, I sometimes miss it. And that's because my eye to hand coordination is not there. But I'm going to continue doing some more exercises so I'm able to do so. Now I practice every day, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I practice every day. I try to do anywhere between, I don't know, 2-3 hours and sometimes more. I do it in the morning if I can, and in the evening, and sometimes in the middle of the night. I wake up, I can't sleep. At 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm practicing, okay? Okay friends, at the beginning of this video, you guys saw me playing some riffs. Now those riffs are intended to be played with one finger. And if you notice, I use 4 fingers to play them. Now I'm doing that to basically help me develop my finger skills, okay? Now I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do it real slow so you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? Now this is on the low E string. Now you can start slow and then work your way up. Now it's not going to make any sense, but I'm doing that just to get my fingers nimble, okay? So what you do is you pluck on the E string twice. And then you press it and you once. Let it go. Once. Press. Go. Now the next one we're gonna do okay, let me call that out for you. That would be 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 8, 6, 3. The fretboard, as you can see, has spaces. These are the frets, these little metal things like I showed you guys in the previous video. Like for example, this section here, if we're going to be calling out numbers, this would be 1, this would be 2, this would be 3, this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, okay? So basically all the notes that you find here from the 1st fret to the 12th fret, the same notes are from the 12th fret to the 24th fret. So everything that's here, all the notes you find here, you'll find them down here. The only thing is that these are the higher octave, okay? Now, when I was calling out numbers, for example, 3, you would have to go to fret number 3. 1, 2, 3. So you press here. Then when I said 6, you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 6. And then this will be 8. Okay, so we go 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 8, 6, 3. This here is the 9. Okay, so we got 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 8, 6, 3. And it goes like this. It looks real simple, but wait until you try. You're going to see how difficult that is. First of all, you got to remember, you got to count. So by looking only, you have to look at the spot you're going to place your finger before your finger gets there. So remember that. So if we're doing this simple note, this simple number riff playing, you have to memorize each section of the fret. So you know that this is 11, this is 10, this is 6, this is 4, because while you're playing, you don't want to be counting. So memorize your fretboard so that way you know that from here up, this is 12. Remember, when you see the 2 dots, it's fret number 12. So this will be 11, this will be 10, 9, and so on. And if you go from the low end, because this is the low end of the neck of the fretboard, this will be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 12. So when I say 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 8, 6, 3. That's the whole riff. Now another thing that there's 2 ways that you can strum, okay, or pluck the strings. Now you can do just a regular downstroke, just like that. I do both. I do downstroke and I do up and down, alternate. So either like this, you can go down and up on the same string. So find whichever way is more comfortable for you and then go ahead and practice that way. This one's a little bit more difficult. Here you go. All right, that's not that difficult for you guys. Maybe for me it is, but now this one here, you have to go to, I'm doing it on the D string. Okay, so that's a D string. That's a D string, and we are in position 9. So we go to 9, okay, pluck twice, and then we go to 7, 1, you pluck once, and then back to 9, and then you go to your A string and you do your 9, 8, 7, and then you go to your E string and do 7, then you go back to your A string and you do 5, then you come back to 8 and you pluck 8, and it sounds like this. On the guitar, this is up. Okay, if you go up in notes on tonic or the sound, this will be up and this will be down. Let me pause and let me continue with the little exercise. Here we go. As you can see, I just use each finger individually to press a note, okay, on the fret. Now each note is on different strings, okay, so we got to keep that in mind, also in different frets. Now we're going to go backwards. Alright guys, so I'm hoping you guys continue following our channel, continue the lessons. We're going to grow and learn together. So, thank you so much for watching, and you come back now. And I've seen guitar players that have surprised me because they can reach like 5 frets. They got huge gloves. They got like mittens for hands.